PPP, how are you?
Well, I'm doing blessed on this fine Monday morning or Monday afternoon at this point now. It seems to be a very good day, Godwinson. It seems to be a blessed day. Stream Me is dead.
Yeah, so this is why we're here. So what, are they moving domain or is it completely gone? Is it completely shuttered?
Well, here's the thing: the app is gone from the App Store. That's what
Ah,
confirms to
you
me
know
that
why
it's.
this has happened? I'll tell you exactly why this has happened. Because they're hosting people who stream CP live on their platform.
Yeah.
It was always going to end this way. Did I not call this? You know, I hate always being right, but I am always right. I'm right all the time. Honestly, in situations like these, I predicted that they would deplatform themselves, and it would be a situation where even the place that promotes free speech is like their niche little audience couldn't defend them. So I'm right, PPP, and I am always right.
Well, I don't know if you're always right, but in
I'm
this
always
particular.
right, PPP. Your God is
Yes.
false.
Yes. Anyway, look, I think it's funny. It was a money pit from the beginning. I don't know how they ever turned a profit. And apparently the owner of the site got doxxed, apparently. And just with the amount of gay ops, child porn, retards, trolling, DDoS attacks, I'm sure all the time. Eventually, the owner probably just got sick of it. I think the owner was like, look, I'm fucking losing money anyway. We're never going to compete with the big streaming platforms, and just decided to pull the fucking plug. That's what
Well,
I
look,
think
I
happened.
mean, look, the straw that broke the camel's back was that they were streaming CP and defending people who streamed CP and hosting people who stream CP. So,
Who's
however you
fucking
want,
streaming this child porn? Like, who's this stupid? Like, how is this
did you
happening,
not
God?
did you not watch the footage of Knoxville? Have you not been witness of the past year? They're
Yeah,
not intelligent people, and I mean, what platform's going to have them next? Is it going to be D Live? Are they going to go back to D Live?
they
What's
have
next
to
for
go.
these people?
What about Streamlabs?
Well, Streamlabs isn't going to host them. If Streamy's not going to host them, Streamlabs definitely isn't going to host them. We can expect to see now. We can expect to see Patreon delisting them, and a lot of the other pay-pig providers sort of cutting ties, especially as this CP story grows and grows and grows.
Do you believe that the Ralph retort is finally finished, Godwinson? Do you think it?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
And look. I'm always right, and I was right about Sargon being deplatformed from Patreon, and I was right about Ralph being deplatformed from Streamy. People call me crazy. People say, "No, it's not going to happen," because Ralph is the lifeblood of Streamy. Well, look who's laughing now.
No, I'm glad you gave me a call because I was just about to make my ladies and gentlemen, we got him video for Stream Me, similar to our Sargon video. And I'm still going to make that video, and I think it'll piss people right off. But the truth was, I didn't believe the whole site would go down. I thought maybe Ralph would get taken down. But the
No, but
whole
no, but, no,
site.
but without Ralph and his autism being injected into Streamy, Streamy's nothing. Streamy was just a conduit for Ralph, right? Their numbers were low before Ralph jumped aboard. Arguably, you could say Jim enhanced the site, but people initially went there because Ralph migrated platforms because he was deplatformed from YouTube. So look, they're intrinsically tied to, they're symbiotically related. The gun
Yeah,
and
you're
streaming.
right. I mean, they needed to rely on Ralph to grow, and at a certain point, if they had actually become successful as a streaming platform for video games and other stuff, then Ethan would have been, I think, taken out behind the woodshed and shot in the head anyway. But it's just interesting to me to see the whole thing fucking go down with no warning, no notice. And I wonder what's going to happen to those guys on the weekly leaderboard. Are they going to get their pay pig shekels, or are they fucked?
What was the cryptocurrency that they were all shilling on streaming? Was it Ethereum or something?
Was it Ethereum or was it Sparkles? I don't fucking know.
But can you
Uh, I,
imagine? This is a poor day for cryptocurrencies based around streaming, right? It must the market has completely crashed.
it's gone to fucking zero, gone straight to fucking zero, and it's a good day. You know, in my mind right now, I keep thinking that Ice Cube song. Today was a good day, and that's what's just rolling through my mind. And it's only 12:30, you know, my time. So the day is just going to get progressively better and better and better. I feel.
Well, I want to say that I'm always right, and I'm going to be right about a few more predictions, which I'm going to make right here, right now.
Oh
Um,
boy.
Sargon, Paul Joseph Watson, Molyneux, they're going to be deplatformed from YouTube. It's going to happen. It's going to happen.
Do you think it's going to be staggered or all at once?
Well, I think today they've decided to stop recommending alt-right videos. The YouTube as a platform has decided to stop putting those in their recommendation feeds of its subscribers. So it's only a matter of time now before, I mean, they're being bottlenecked, but it's only a matter of time before they're completely shut from the site.
Because once they're bottlenecked, then people stop caring about them. And then when they're gone, only the cronies or the capos are the only one who will care about it. And by then, they don't have as much influence.
That's right. That's right. And look, this is another thing that's going to happen. Godwinson prediction 2. The MGTOWs, the incel channels, they're going to be deplatformed because there's going to be some sort of school shooting, or there's going to be some sort of shooting or big crime that happens. And they're going to blame YouTube. They're going to blame Red Pill philosophy. They're going to blame Coach Red Pill and other people of that milieu. And he's going to be deplatformed as well.
You're going a little too far, Godwinson. No, it's tough.
This is what people look. People said the exact same thing about Sargon being deplatformed from Patreon and Ralph being deplatformed from Stream Me. They said, Godwinson, you're going too far, making these completely correct predictions.
Look, you have a good track record, Godwinson. I trust you when you say these things, but I have to say, in my estimation, I don't think all of them are going to be taken out. I just think that they have to leave a certain presence of these guys on the site. Like, I think Molyneux will probably survive, the cockroach that he is. He's been there so long, I just don't see Molyneux going down. I see Paul Joseph Watson being taken out. I concur with you there. Who was the other name you mentioned?
Sargon.
Well, Sargon's going down as well. But like Molyneux stands on his own, and he's so easily dismissed as a cult leader or cult figure that they'll keep him around because he's good optics for them as an enemy, I believe.
If I may, I think what's happening is they can see the tide changing, culturally speaking, and they're trying to facilitate that as much as they can into what they've invested into.
If I may,
and once they are able to destroy, like once they have established their worldview, right, that becomes the standard, then all the names you just mentioned, them getting kicked off, will be asked for by the user base. People will be expecting it.
I don't know. It's hard for me to really be able to predict the future in that sense. A lot of the user base is crying out for censorship, both on the right and the left, and so exactly. I can see why the censorship is going to come. I just kind of want to be delusional and believe that it's not going to happen, because I do like to see the content on YouTube from some of these guys, and I feel as though it is
PPP. If you think that being a retard means, they're going to keep you because you're completely bad optics for the wider whole, then you should burn the flag, burn the Israeli flag, PPP, and make us all happy.
Yeah,
superstar. They'll keep you on the platform forever.
Well, Godwinson, if I burn the flag, I'm going to go to jail. So that's the issue. I can't.
I mean, will it be jail or will it be a little fine? I'll pay your fine.
Godwinson, you'll pay my fine, but will you erase my criminal record?
How much is the fine if you burn an Israeli flag live on stream in Canada?
I don't think it's a fine. I'm pretty positive that you're gonna get boot fucked, because what we have the human rights commissions here, so I would get fined by.
Whose human rights have you infringed upon? You're burning a flag.
Godwinson, I'm infringing upon the human rights of all of the proud Israeli citizens who have fled to that land to escape the horrors of the Holocaust, Godwinson.
And you're reenacting it by burning their flag, really. The memories are flooding back when they see it. So
I will really trigger Jewish people if I was to burn the flag. And I feel as though they've suffered enough, don't you, Godwinson? Don't you feel that the people in Israel have suffered enough with all the rocket attacks from those vicious Palestinians?
12621. No. I think you should burn the flag, PPP. I'll pay your fine.
Godwinson, I'll do it if you do it first. Godwinson, if you burn an Israeli flag first, I will burn the flag. How about that?
I don't own one, PPP. I don't know where to get one. How did you get yours?
Oh, you could get one on Amazon, Godwinson.
How much did you pay for it? How much did you give them?
I think I gave them exactly $6.95.
Was it shipped from the State of Israel?
Yes.
PPP, I
really?
want to ask. You have a Confederate flag in your background, and you can't really buy that anywhere. Where'd you get that?
Did you make that?
Well, you can buy it. There's a local shop in Canada that sells very controversial flags.
But could you get it
that
on
I go-
Amazon? Could you get the Confederate flag on Amazon?
PPP, just a second. There's a shop that sells these controversial flags, right?
Yeah,
In Canada.
yeah.
Why? Well, if Canadian law is so fucked, why isn't he, the shopkeeper, going to jail or being
Because
fined?
this shopkeeper is a pretty big fucking superhero, pal. He's he's I mean, like, right on his building, he's got like spray painted on "fuck Trudeau," and like he's got spray painted "I don't pay taxes," and he's got like all this fucking art saying like to come get me and fuck the government and all this shit. This guy's a fucking hero. I just
And this fellow is still a civilian. He's still able to walk around on the streets. He's not in prison.
I'm going to give him a shout out. Actually, I'm going to go get his business card. Give me 1 second. I'm going to go get his business card and let everyone know where they should go for their flag shopping and for their ATVs.
Maybe you should frequent a lighter shop or somewhere that sells candles.
Godwinson, you keep egging him on. I don't think you're not going to stop until that flag is burned.
I think Godwinson really wants to see me burn the flag and join the alt-right movement, but that's never going to happen.
Leo, while PPP goes to fetch that fellow's business card, thoughts on StreamMe being shut down because of Ralph and co. Enabling?
Yeah, I was actually going to bring up going off the earlier discussion about people getting deplatformed from YouTube. I think it's just predictable. It was going to happen. As you had mentioned before, there was no revenue stream coming from them. The bandwidth shot up just to see these people who were previously banned from YouTube. But the thing I did want to bring up is I've talked about this on other streams, but I don't know if I've talked to you about the concept of the atomization of culture, where because we have these accounts associated with our past activity, particularly in Google's infrastructure, the content that is recommended to us is based off of our prior activity. So there's an inherent echo chamber based off of your current online activity. And a lot of these channels that you say aren't getting recommended anymore, there's that first layer, that soft censorship. And then when it's outright removed, many people won't even know that it was removed. And then the people clamoring about it on Twitter, well, they won't appear in your feeds. So the thing is, they've managed to sidestep the Streisand effect by not even letting you know something was censored. It never even appears in the first place. There's a filtration.
I like that soundbite. I like that. They've sidestepped the Streisand effect because it's true. It's true. It's like they've learned how to stop this now. They've learned how to bottleneck into irrelevance now. Maybe from Milo, but certainly you're right. They have sidestepped this conspiracy of silence that used to make it more popular.
Because the Streisand effect only works if people know that it was removed. If they never know something was removed, then there is no call to action to try and give it all that extra attention that usually comes with getting deplatformed.
Very true. Guys, I have the business card, and I just want to let you know what the name of this place is. And should I give out the phone number as well for the chat?
Yeah, fuck it. Do it. All right. Probably Zoom will call him enough.
This place is called Redneck Off-Road Mud Park.
Zoom would burn the flag.
I bet you Zoom would burn the flag. Maybe I have to get to that level, don't I? I have to be crazier than Zoom, eh?
That's a challenge. Zoom would.
It's called Redneck Treasure Island, guys. Redneck Treasure Island.
All right, I'm going to Google this. Just a second.
It's Redneck Off-Road Mud Park and then Treasure Island ATV. Like it's both. And it's found at Highway 35, 3900.
What's the fellow's name? What's the shopkeeper's name?
I think his name's Bill. Go to billsrentals.ca. billsrentals.ca.
Is he American or is he a Canadian?
Oh, of course he's a Canadian.
Right. Gosh, you live in a very odd country, you know. Do you ever see the potato about? Do you ever see that Quebecois JF retard wandering around?
Well, I actually saw her in Gatineau last weekend. I did. I saw her while I was roaming Gatineau. It was very interesting.
Was she riding a bike and playing a violin at the same time?
No,
Did she have any clothes on?
I actually saw her. She was in behind this pretty seedy strip club, and she was offering blowjobs for like $20, but I didn't partake. Yeah,
Sounds based in red pill PPP.
yeah, guys. If anybody wants to give the Redneck Treasure Island a call, the number for the office is 705-359-1602. Once again, 705-359-1602. And you can reach out to them via cell phone at 705-328-7197. And yeah, they're located on Highway 35 in South Cameron, Ontario. You can't fucking miss it. You really
So
can't.
PPP, I've got some questions I want to ask. We were both invited to Coach Red Pill's birthday stream. He was like, what, 72 or something, and he wanted to celebrate with you and I, bizarrely.
Yeah.
He celebrated with you because I couldn't make it because it was a ridiculous hour in the morning. But he won't post the stream. What happened during that stream? What went down? Did you spread cheeks for Coach or?
No, I mean, I just think that Coach was upset that I kind of took control of his stream. I don't know.
Oh, right. Do tell. You alphaed him, right?
I guess I have people in real life who watched it who told me that I alphaed Coach. So I have to assume that that is the reality of what happened, and that I was just too dominant in terms of taking control of the conversation and steering it into, I don't know, complete comedy and just making fun of Coach, the whole stream and the whole community. And I don't think Coach wanted
wait
that.
a second. So because I didn't have the benefit of listening to the stream, and I don't think anyone else did because it got taken down as soon as it was over. What was the stream about? Did you start off by cutting the cake for Coach Red Pill? Did you say happy birthday? Did he say, hey, thanks for joining
Well,
me?
I don't know. It started off, Coach was just streaming for about 5 minutes, and then I joined the Google Hangout, and then I was there. And, I told him it was, his 75th birthday, and I was really happy for him. And Coach didn't like that joke. It didn't make Coach's bum feel very good. He started to bleed from his bum a little bit. And we kept teasing Coach and shitting on Coach a little bit. And, I was facetiously sucking up to Coach, and I think he could tell. I don't think he liked the facetious nature of
But you
my
are
sucking.
unironically a Coach Red Pill fan. You're one of the few unicorns out there. You're like a shiny Mewtwo. You're one of the few people that actually looks up to Coach as a Chilean Jordan Peterson, right?
I know. I really thought it went well. I didn't think I went too hard on Coach, but a lot of the jokes I was making were a little bit risque, very off color, a lot of gunt humor. So I don't know.
Yeah, it's a strange one, isn't it?
We spent most of the time shitting on Ralph and Worski actually for their CP stream or whatever.
So what does anyone give the? I don't know if you're aware of this, Leo, but does anyone give a potted timeline of what's been going on this week? We might as well turn this into a This Week in Nectar.
All I know is that Ralph took 3 days off. Right, he had this last show. He had Cantwell on, which I briefly got a moment to talk to him about. Then he took 3 days off, and now Stream.me is dead. That's all I could assemble from last week.
It's not Cantwell's fault, surely.
No,
I don't think it's Cantwell's fault.
Do you reckon Cantwell's presence on Stream.me has caused him to shut down?
I don't think so, but I know it was the last episode that Ralph Retort had, because he took 3 days off and he started replaying older episodes. Now, I don't think that's the reason why Stream.me got shut down, but on the topic of Stream.me and making money off of streaming, this is why you should never put all your eggs in one basket, particularly on making money off of streaming, because things like this can happen overnight. Your entire revenue stream can dry up.
I don't know. Basically, as far as I'm concerned, what happened last week was as follows. So Ethan was, he's continuing to just be reeling, coming off Knoxville, coming off the Gunt memes, coming off, all this crazy shit with the young girl that he had on his show with the 800,000 subscribers. And he was starting to have riots in his chat, chat was really shitting on Ralph, making it impossible for him to conduct business, I suppose. So he figured, I'm going to take a little break from all this abuse. And then what happened was he did a stream with Worski where they were going to bust some child predators or whatever. But unfortunately, they basically alerted the child predators that they were looking into them. So the child predators deleted fucking everything, and it seems like they've escaped. And then Worski and Ralph on the show accidentally, I guess, showed that they had downloaded some of the child porn, that they had accidentally showed some of the like teenage girls and stuff. Then everybody was calling them out on it. There was a big riot in his fucking chat. Nobody was supposed to send super chats for that stream or they'd be banned. And I don't know. Since then, Ethan's just been kind of on his time off. And I don't know. Everybody's very upset with it.
I know something for certain. I bet you today, the past hour, Mundane Matt's taken off his leather trench coat. He's put down his AK-47, and he's not going to shoot up that school anymore. He's not going to shoot the school up and then go after Ethan Ralph. He's actually feeling like a winner, and I'm sure Sargon is too. Because Sargon, Mundane Matt, and Anita Sarkeesian, they've won. They won.
They won. It's over. Ladies and gentlemen, we can now declare that I believe Anita is now the new queen forever, once and future queen of blood sports. Is this true?
This is true, although I would debate that she is new to this. She is.
No, I don't think so. Queen. Sargon is still up. The Garbage Human still has a channel, so not yet. It's approaching, but eventually.
I see. Well, maybe the celebration is a bit premature for Anita, but for Mundane Matt, this has got to feel good, eh? Like when Mundane Matt hears this news, do you think he's just going to come in his pants immediately?
Yeah,
or do you think?
Like I said, I think he's taken off the leather trench coat. I think he's dropped the gun, and I think he's just bathing in the glory of Ralph's downfall. You know, no kids are going to die today. No one's going to die.
Yeah, PPP's a hot take last week that Matt was going to, kill Ethan. I don't think that's going to take place now.
I sat up after that stream all night, sort of staring into the darkness, thinking that, Mundane Matt's going to kill some people if we don't stop the Gunt. If we don't stop the Gunt consuming people like an Absorbaloff, it's gonna happen. Mundane Matt's going to become the next Sandy Hook.
Yeah.
I just realized.
I could see it. I could really see. I really foresaw it in my mind. I thought, like, wow, Matt's eventually gonna get on like testosterone, like Yehans, and he's just gonna fucking take everybody out.
Though I just realized the stream where that was brought up, that got taken down. That was something else from last week. Am I right? And I was thinking, what I've learned is that there are 3 topics that will get you banned from YouTube. No questions asked. 1, Holocaust denial. 2, making videos about how to assemble bombs or weapons. And the last one is making fun of e-celebs. These things will get you banned from YouTube just immediately. I've seen ISIS execution videos that stay up longer on YouTube than the stream we had about Worski's whale.
Oh yeah, let's cover that actually, because I had a strike from her, and I think Wild Smile spoke to her or something. And she's since retracted it, so I now am in complete, 100% good community standing, if that means much. But it means that I can't re-upload the episode without risk of the whale harpooning it, removing the harpoon from her blowhole and using it to harpoon me.
Okay. I got to be honest, though. Was this all a gay op on your part, Godwinson? Because I had taken over your channel at the exact same time that this happened, so it led me to believe that I was being used as a pawn in an ever greater Godwinson gay op.
Look, your purpose and your destiny, PPP, is to burn that flag. Until you do that, you are unfinished business.
I agree. I think that's the last thing I'm ever going to do on YouTube is burn the flag. But
I did enjoy the way, though. I did enjoy the way, by throwing the keys to the helicopter. You were teasing the flag very gently. You were teasing the flame going near that flag. You lit the lighter a few times and went towards it, right? It was fantastic. It was Nectar of the purest form.
I think if you just stream a video of you burning the flag, that's not going to get you banned off YouTube. It has to be of those 3 categories. Now, if you're burning the flag while talking about Holocaust denial statistics, then we got something going for it. Also make fun of e-celebs, instantly. You'll be midstream, you'll be cut off.
You know what, PPP? If you just admitted you were Jewish and burnt the flag, you'd be fine.
But I already have admitted that I'm Jewish on multiple occasions. Nobody seems to believe
it. There's no hate crime there. There's no hate crime in burning your own nation state's flag.
Well, Godwinson, it's treason. It's treason, Godwinson. I don't know.
You know who would have burned the flag?
Who?
You, Hans.
How do you pronounce his last name? Is it Johans?
It's Johans.
Johans. I'm surprised he hasn't gotten bigger, Godwinson. Like more coverage for Johans. He seems so interesting and compelling.
The thing is with Johans, he, unlike yourself, unlike a lot of the people connected with IBS, he became self-aware and he decided to disconnect and unplug himself. And bizarrely, I know it sounds bizarre, saying this about someone who morphed in the way that Johans did, but he bizarrely changed for the better.
And I don't think he did.
Well, there's no redemption arc for any of the people in Bloodsports. They just seem to think that going back to the well of fire is going to cause them many happy returns, but it's not, is it? Because they're just going.
I don't know, Godwinson. They're going down in history as lol-cow legends in my mind.
Yeah, and this is it. They're going to eclipse. I think they'll eclipse Sargon. I think they'll eclipse Jahan, Sargon, and even Chris Chad if they carry on.
I'm getting concerned for Ethan that he really is going to eclipse all those fucking guys. He's so thin-skinned with everything. He just freaks out.
It's a possibility to recover if he just goes offline and completely relaxes. But as you said, the people in Bloodsports, that's not their nature. They cannot do that. So who knows? They might end up being worse.
Well, look, every moment, every second of their life is monetized because they have no discernible skills or even skill set to draw upon. So if they can just talk online and reel in those super chats, then that's what they're going to do. And
I don't see anything wrong with that, though, Godwinson. Like, I have to disagree with you. Like, if they're making money,
is this where you're going to launch PPP's monetization program? Are you going to monetize?
I don't know. I
PPP?
might very well launch it, Godwinson. I don't think I will, because personally, it's not really for me to do that. But if these guys want to do that, I have no problem with that. Like, life is a business. Like, why would they do it for free if they could get paid?
Because of the kind of content that they're generating. It's like the lowest form of entertainment. They don't provide any insight into current events. They don't really, it's just watching a dumpster fire. And like a dumpster fire, it can instantly go out and it stops being entertaining once it's out. Right.
I agree.
I've got a question to ask, actually. Because I've done a tiny bit of research into Backyard Bloodsports. You monetized that, right? That was monetized.
I didn't, because I actually have no way of receiving money from people. But what's his?
But there was a Streamlabs or something, right?
And Capistan, yes, he had a Streamlabs. And the thing is, he was using it more for like the comments stuff to read out, but I don't have access to it. No one had access to it. And my mindset, because Diogenes was called out on this when he was on stream, I have no problem with people getting money. Okay, I have a problem when their content becomes worse once they get money.
Yes.
Do you understand
I agree.
that? Like,
well, how much money did Backyard Bloodsports actually make in total?
The truth is, I don't know, but from what I remember, the streams I were on, it was $5 per 4 hours. If you wanted a
but
good
all of
average.
That went to
Capistan. Right? None of it was ever split up. I don't have a way to receive money from it. Like, none of it was ever split, and it was just like, if you take the total number of hours, it'd be like, I think $1 per hour or something. Not even that. Because one person donated, I think, like $30. That was like the biggest donation ANCAP had ever gotten, and it was in one stream at one time.
But my question is, had you gained in popularity and had the super chats come rolling in as they do with the kill stream and stuff like that, would the money still gone straight to Ancapistan without any sort of financial agreement between all the
because we never had a financial agreement. In fact, like when I first came on the first episodes of Backyard Bloodsports, I didn't even know there was a Streamlabs. And then when it was just there, I was like, oh, it's there. Like, it was never something we talked about. There's never like, okay, guys, how are we going to split up the money? It was just there. And I thought
you have to think about it from these people's perspective, right? Like, most of them have no marketable skills. You're totally right. Like, the best that people like Ethan Ralph are going to do is working at a fucking place like 7-Eleven or McDonald's. So given the choice between them working there or doing YouTube and doing super chats, what do you think they're going to do? And would you really advise them to go work at a fast food restaurant instead? if you were in their shoes.
I think they just need some kind of stable income in addition to that. Like streaming, and this is my philosophy for really all of my online content, it's for fun. If you can get money out of it as well, that's great. But when you make that your main goal in life, your main focus, your main skill set, get ready for trouble. Because just like what happened with Stream.me, overnight can be disappear. Maybe someone finds something dumb about your past. Now everyone hates you. Like it's just.
I think everybody is kind of on the same page with you, Leo Pirate, except there are people like Godwinson. I know has a principled stand against monetization. He hates anything being monetized. I know that, and guys like Jim used to take that stand, and I used to be right with them. But when Jim decided to monetize, people still suck his cock, even though he's monetized. So at this point, why would anybody choose not to monetize? That's my question.
That was something I did want to bring up. If Jim ever had, if instead of talking to Diogenes, he talked to me, I would have explained to him that I believe his content before he started taking in money was better because he didn't have any obligation to make the content. The niche internet drama that he would report on was well researched, really funny, and to the point, right? His videos, once he started taking in Patreon, took a huge dip in quality, even though from production value is pretty much the same. And then once he started getting money on super chats, he stopped making videos altogether. And now he just does 3-hour-long streams where 1 hour of it is dedicated to Goy Talk. Gas the Kikes 1488 says, Jim, what do you think about this meme? Thanks. Like for an hour long reading other people's super chats. I just think the quality has gotten worse.
PPP, just a quick interjection. Do you want to spend like a minute shitting on Coach, because I want to hype up this debate you're going to have because he wants on.
Oh, I'm not going to fucking debate Coach. I mean, what the fuck? I mean, I'm not going to shit on Coach. I love fucking Coach. I just don't know why he deleted the stream or won't post it. And
because he's afraid of you, right? Because he's scared of you.
Well, he's not scared of me.
Oh, you're scared of him? You're scared of Coach?
No, I'm not scared of Coach. Bring him on. I talked to Coach for 2 hours after the stream, and everything was fine. I was just surprised he never uploaded it to the shit stream. You understand?
But that's different to what you were saying earlier on in this stream. You were saying you were dominating Coach. You were saying that
that's
Coach
what people have been claiming. That's what people have been claiming. I don't think I dominated Coach. I think I directed a lot of the discussion, and I think my personality was just overwhelming. That's what I believe.
All right. You and Leo do a bit of banter. I'm just going to try and figure out how to get Coach on. Just a second.
Yeah, get Coach on.
I also missed the birthday stream, but as far as I could tell, you came on, and is that how Coach Red Pill celebrated his birthday with a stream?
Well, there should have been more people there.
With PPP.
I mean, okay, that's all right. I don't want to be laughing at other people, but like, did he really not have other things to do, or was it really late at night? Was he capping off the evening?
Well, it was late at night for our time. It started at midnight Eastern time, but in the Ukraine, I don't know what that translates to.
Because if that's in the middle of the day, I don't know. When I think about spending time for a birthday, the internet doesn't really come to mind. Then again, I also don't have 100,000 subscribers like Coach has, so perhaps it was.
I don't know. I can understand why Coach wouldn't want that stream to go out to his wider audience because it was very edgy. What was being said?
How so was it edgy? How so?
Just the style of crassness and crudeness in the humor is not necessarily what everybody is going to want to hear or see. That's all.
Also, Godwinson, are you the one who has Discord constantly blaring in the background? I keep hearing Discord notifications in the background. It's driving me and the audience crazy.
Let me see if I have any Discord notifications. No, I don't.
Then it's got to be Godwinson.
I don't have Discord open, I'm afraid. I'm trying to contact Coach. Coach. The only way I can contact Coach is through this burner email that I've been using. But right, just a second.
Is he not in the chat anymore? That's sad. Sad.
Was he in the chat?
He was at one point earlier in the stream.
All right.
He's not anymore. Once we stopped talking about his birthday.
Yeah, Coach fucking privately messaged me wanting on, so that was 30 minutes ago.
PPP. How do you contact Coach?
I'll give him the link. We'll see if he can show up. He wants to shoot the shit about these developments, he says. So
how do you contact Coach PPP? Do you use smoke signals or fucking Telegram?
Yeah, I actually have Coach's actual phone number, and we have long conversations.
Oh, there he is. He's in the chat.
Is he in the stream now?
But is that the real dude? No, he's in the chat. But is this the real?
Okay, I sent him the link, so he can hop on whenever he wants. But it is what it is. Today is a very interesting day. I think today is the Ragnarok for IBS. What do you guys think?
Well, I'm wondering, where is it going to go next? All right, YouTube. Ralph is gone.
They're going to try and make a return to YouTube. Probably via Palmer Eldritch's channel. You know, it'll be the same thing. If anyone that's familiar with like the Keemstar lore, years and years ago, Keemstar was like banned from YouTube, and he justifies him being on the platform now as being he's a host of a show that's on there, right? He doesn't own the channel. So I assume Ralph will go down that route, especially if he's talking to Keemstar.
Here we go. We have Coach.
Coach in the chat.
He's
in the stream. How's it going?
Coach Red Pill, how are you, my friend?
Well, I'm just totally ass blasted by 3P. The other day, he was on my stream and he totally dominated me and owned my fucking ass.
Yeah, what do you make to that? He's shit talking you, and then I invite you on, and he's sucking your dick again.
Well, you know, that birthday stream, man, he just totally schooled me.
I know.
Totally just like clobbered me.
I had you, Coach. I had you.
I know. And
but why is it being uploaded? What's the story here? What's going on? Because it sounds.
Well, I've been thinking of suicide, quite frankly, ever since that stream happened. I've just not been able to get it out of my mind, you know? And so I've been listening to it obsessively, you know, day after day, hour after hour, listening to 3P's superior wit demolish me.
Yes, the superior wit and rhetoric. Coach plays it back, and it's kind of like Rocky, like, you know, the montage of him getting hit in the head by the Russian, and like Coach gets these flashbacks, these PTSD triggerings from just the ass whooping I laid on him.
Exactly.
Yeah. There was no ass whooping. It was just, I think it was a little bit too crass and crude for Coach's main channel.
No, that was the thing. It wasn't an ass whooping. It was just clear superiority. I felt emasculated by your masterful performance. What can I say, man?
God bless you,
would have been just like, Jim would have been overwhelmed equally, you know? It was just my bad luck that you turned up on my stream, 3P. What can I say?
Jim would have known what to do. Jim would have got sexually dominated as well. It is what it is.
It is what it is.
So, Coach, any thoughts on the recent Stream Me developments?
Oh, and by the way, yeah, it was 7 a.m. That's why I was streaming at that ungodly hour.
Have you got any thoughts on the recent Stream Me developments? Your enemies, your sworn enemies.
It's fucking funny. It's goddamn funny if you ask me. You know, Josh, and I was talking to Josh. You want me to pull him on?
Is this Kiwi Farms, Josh?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
No, I'm fine. I'm fine.
This is becoming the ultimate circle jerk. You know, this week in Nectar is becoming the circle jerk street.
I mean, because
Coach, you were talking to the owner of Kiwi Farms about people being deplatformed for hosting CP. How did that turn out?
Well, the thing is, see, Josh predicted that StreamMe was going to go under within a week. He said it like 3-4 hours ago, and then this happened. I mean, it was just like, damn, son. I mean, way to go with your predictive powers. You know what I'm saying? But look, my thinking is as follows: the owners of StreamMe must have realized they've been losing money for a couple of years on this platform. It's not going anywhere, and they've got these autists who've shown up and who are causing all kinds of havoc. So, you know, fuck it. Let's just pull the plug and move on. And that's my thinking.
Well, I was wondering, if people use Streamlabs, then StreamMe gets none of the revenue.
Yeah,
because it's gone through a third party.
Yeah, so there's no real upside. There's no sense that this is going to be a viable platform. Ralph was supposed to be like the great savior, you know, at the last minute, but you know, he showed up, but you know, his audience didn't show up with him. And other streamers aren't showing up.
They did initially, and then they switched off the moment he started talking about politics and how Trump was evil.
Yeah. It's a real shame. I mean, it's a shame to some of the smaller people who were on StreamMe for a while, you know. And well, you know, them's the breaks. What can I say? I think it's goddamn funny.
No,
I
it
think
is
that these
really
retards-
funny. The poor fucking guys, though, who just stream like video games on there and shit and just try and get their $25 on the leaderboard and shit. Those poor guys, just because Ethan showed up, the site, I think, got nuked a little bit prematurely. Probably would have lasted a little bit longer. But again, it's a huge money pit. I know they weren't making money off it. Bandwidth must have been so fucking expensive for them to host all this shit. And there's just not enough traffic to sustain it.
Honestly, I feel sorry for the site creators. They just wanted to make a Twitch alternative, and then Ralph's huge sweaty gunt came in, and this fan base and the people restreaming it, and it just, what a nightmare. I can only imagine being an administrator.
They struck a Faustian pact with Ralph. They knew what they were getting into. They got into a deal with the gunt, and it only caused them more misery than they ever thought possible, I think.
Now, what are the chances we all get blown the fuck out and Stream Me comes back tomorrow?
Well, I've heard
zero.
I can point to it. The theory is that Stream Me have switched domain providers or domain hosts from GoDaddy to, what is it, Squarespace? This is something that perhaps rings true because altright.com, which was Richard Spencer's website, that was deplatformed from GoDaddy of all places. So perhaps they're switching platforms to further protect Ralph and to further enable him.
No, that's not accurate. And I can point to why it's not accurate. The Stream Me app is gone from the Apple Store.
Yeah, so this is what PPP said. So like I say, there's two sides to every story. Who knows where we're going to end up? Maybe This Week in Nectar will be next week a completely different account. Yeah. Maybe we'll be talking about how the gun actually gay-opped us all, or perhaps not.
No, it could be. I mean, this is like a fucking soap opera. The twists, the turns. I mean, the drama. It's so high, and I don't know. I hope we all don't get blown the fuck out. You know, this. You know what?
Personally, I think Ralph's going to try and get back onto YouTube via Palmer Eldritch. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But I think that's where I'm putting my coach coin.
I'm just trying to think of how an alternative could exist. If they made a streaming service that required you to get stream donations through their service, and if you use Streamlabs or something, they'd ban you. I don't know. I really don't know how a service could possibly arise, because the bandwidth for streaming is so much more than things like BitChute, or, you know, hosting videos are one thing, but streaming, that requires a whole different infrastructure.
Well, Coach, I hear that Zoom wants to talk to you. Shall I bring him on?
Zoom? Why would I want to talk to Zoom?
Thoughts on Zoom?
Zoom just lies and just constantly lies, throws one thing after the other until something sticks, and that's his thing. And the thing is, he sounds so convincing that his lies sound sort of plausible, because it's always like one little nugget of truth, and he sort of like exploits this little nugget of truth or this nugget of verisimilitude. And then he goes on and on and on, you know, and it's, you know, there's no arguing with the guy, because the guy is not interested in arguing or coming to any kind of truth. He's just interested in destroying people. So
yeah, Zoom's a fucking cockroach, man. Zoom's like you know, a nobody. He's a fucking nothing. Zoom's a little cockroach that his main goal in life is to muddy the waters and, you know, make it seem like you smell like shit just like him. So the best move with Zoom is to not play, to not engage the motherfucker. If you engage him, you already lost.
Yeah. Yeah.
Counterpoint. I think Zoom is funny sometimes.
Well, the true fact is that anybody who ever comes even remotely close to Zoom eventually gets attacked by him.
Well, this is not so much about Zoom, but didn't he host a stream about Tonka's latest wrestling exploits? I don't know if you know this. Tonka got back into wrestling, and there's footage. There's video footage of him walking. But here's the thing. Yeah. He's like leaning on the ropes. He's like holding his back, kind of like.
I don't fucking know. I watched the whole fucking show. I did a stream on it too. It was a fucking garbage indie wrestling show, but like the worst part about this whole show is they couldn't even hold the goddamn camera sideways. It was filmed on a cell phone in portrait mode the whole fucking time. And like they're telling him, turn the camera sideways, turn the camera sideways. And when he does, it doesn't go into landscape. It just stays like that, except it's fucking sideways. And It was so fucking bad. Like they had like these just awful fucking indie wrestlers with no charisma, no physique. All of them looked like they needed to fucking hit the weight room, get a shower, and get a clue. And you know, I can watch shitty indie wrestling, but this was probably honestly the worst wrestling show I've ever seen. And I've seen some bad fucking shows in my time.
So does Tom get money for doing this? Is he paid for doing this?
Okay, I don't know because it seems like this organization might have paid him like $20. They have actually a belt. It was for the YouTube championship. So they had like a belt custom made for it, which I imagine cost at least $400. Now, from all the people in the audience, I don't think any of them paid for their ticket. There was like 10 people there who might have paid $5. So they definitely took a loss on the event. It's not like they fucking made any money. And but Tonka went over. He won 3 matches and won the YouTube championship or whatever. Fuck's sake.
Does he really think that he would redeem himself in any way doing
No,
that?
he's just going to ignore that this ever happened and do his indie wrestling thing. And it's best for everybody to just ignore him as well.
Why was he? I mean, why was he confined to a wheelchair? Did he have polio or something?
I don't know if he was ever really confined to a wheelchair or not. I don't think that that's necessarily true.
Well, look, based on the fact, if he's using the ropes as guidance for his gait, then clearly there's something amiss.
No, he wasn't using the ropes the whole time, and he took bumps that honestly, like if you were like in a position where you would get paralyzed if you wrestled again, he wouldn't be taking those bumps.
So now PPP, is the video footage on your channel? Because I haven't seen it. I've only heard it described to me secondhand.
You can see it on my channel, but again, it's literally me filming my TV screen with my phone, okay. Right? So you would be best to go to Pro South Wrestling, I think it's called Pro South Wrestling's channel, and they have the stream there. And you can fast forward. Tonka was like the 3rd match, and then he was the 4th match as well. It was like a tournament style. So it wasn't just like he wrestled one match and his movement was like dependent on the ropes and he had to grope along. Like he worked a pretty basic match. It didn't look like there was anything wrong with him. So
he should have embraced it. Like if he had gotten into the ring with a wheelchair, kind of like murder ball wrestling, that could have been something else. But instead, no, he tries to shove around. Look, I can walk. I can wrestle. I'm still good. Even in wrestling as a show.
Oh, it's not even a good show. The thing is, he looks like a fucking wet noodle. He looks like anyone in the audience could kick his ass. So you can't be a pro wrestler when you have that type of physique. But these indie wrestling fans are the cringiest, most beta motherfuckers on earth. You know, you have people chanting, "This is awesome" and stuff. It's not awesome. It sucked. It was bad. Fucking.
Did you see this, Coach? Did you watch this?
No, I'm much more interested in the cage match that's about to start between Ethan Ralph and Andy Worski in their shared apartment. That cage match sounds much more interesting than anything that Tonka saw is fucking doing.
Oh god!
So when is Miami actually happening? Is it this week? Next week?
Next week, from what I understand. They're going to DC in a couple of days. They're going to fart around there and do God knows what. Probably get into trouble. Probably get arrested. And then supposedly, if they're still free or they post bail, on Monday they're flying down to Miami, and more hilarity will ensue. I don't think it's going to end well, but who knows? Maybe I'm wrong. I've been wrong before about so many things. So,
have they contacted you for further, requests of signing them up to a talent agency in California?
No, they haven't contacted me for anything, and I doubt I'll ever hear from them again. And yeah, but I'm fairly certain that somebody's
Coach, you'll hear from them when they're in Miami, and all they're going to be doing is talking about how you betrayed them.
Why would they talk about me?
Because the last time they met, you were the spectator. You were there, so yeah. Your absence will obviously be a talking point.
I'd be extremely surprised. I don't think that they're going to bother with me at all.
You don't think they'll talk about how Coach Red Pill has gone across the internet, even to this little backwater of the internet, and shit talk them?
I mean, they might do that, but it'd be really stupid for them to do that. Why would they even bother talking about Coach during their supposed magnum opus to Miami and Richmond and all across the country? I mean, it'd be pretty foolish of them to make it all about Coach and all the drama and shit. They should just try and make an entertaining show. Like Godwinson might be right. They might spend an inordinate amount of time talking about all the drama and fuck over their whole show. I don't know.
I don't think they have any bits prepared.
Exactly.
I
What
was-
else are they going to talk
wait.
about? That's what I'm saying. They're
See,
not going,
RP,
they're not going
I
on a
was just gonna
culinary
ask
road
that.
trip of Miami, are they? They're not going to visit the local landmarks. They're just going to get drunk and high and stream it.
That was what I was going to ask. Knoxville had the no-show with Tonka. They had an event planned. Like,
Yeah.
what are they actually doing?
Nothing, as far as I know.
They're just going together.
Like when we were talking, like when the three of us spoke about doing this show before it had been settled on Miami. Okay, one of the ideas that got floated was to go and do skydiving, which would have been like a cool thing. At least it's something. It's like some event, right? No, I mean, like you can call it cringy or whatever.
No, it's
Well, is this
better
what
than
you
them getting
suggested,
drunk.
Coach?
What?
Is this what you suggested? You, Warski, and the Gunt go skydiving?
Well, I thought it would be fun. Personally, I've never
I'd watch it.
skydived.
Yeah, I suppose you'd only need
I
two
would.
parachutes as well, because Ralph wouldn't need one because of the Gunt. Break his fall.
But the thing is, see, like you need an event, a thing to go to a particular city, something to happen, some climactic event, however trivial it might happen to be. But just going to Miami or DC or Richmond just to hang out, that's going to be boring. It might be fun for the participants, but in terms of producing content, it's going to be dull. And so remember last year or in 17 or whenever it was when Andy went out to California and hung out with Ice Poseidon and nothing happened. They just filmed shit like going in cars from one place to another, and you never saw anything, and you got a sense that they were like sneaking out of camera range to do coke, but that was it. Nothing happened, so it was a boring content, right?
Like the thing is, if they're guys who are nuts, like young guys who are crazy when they get fucked up on drugs and alcohol, it could be entertaining to watch a horror show where, like, when I get fucked up and I put thumbtacks in my head and shit like that, that's entertaining. Like if Warski was to light his nipples on fire again, it might turn out entertaining. But I don't think they're going to do that. I think they're just going to be hanging out, talking about the news, talking about politics. And unless they go completely fucking wild and do some jackass level shit, it's not going to be entertaining. It's going to suck.
Yeah. Really, what Ralph's got to do is go completely balls to the wall, take his shirt off, start playing with the gun, Warski lighting both of his nipples, Matheson showing up, doing some crazy shit with his fan base. I think
but
it
if
would be
it's all like a bunch of alt-right guys show up and they all get shittered, in and of itself, that's an entertaining thing to watch. Like if Richard Spencer was there doing lines of coke and fucking chugging vodka, people would watch it. But it's going to be fucking what? Warski and Ralph sitting around drinking beer? Like it's not going to, I don't see it. I don't see it working. I don't know.
I could see it working if when Warski was burning his nipple, wasn't he on LSD or acid? Like what drug was he doing?
No, he wasn't.
I think he was on coke,
the worst
right?
part.
Was it just coke? All right, whatever
No,
it was.
he wasn't on anything.
He wasn't on anything?
No.
What?
Oh, fuck.
He was just
Coach,
bored.
here's a
Which
question.
is worse,
Coach, when you were at Knoxville, did you witness any drug taking that wasn't
No.
alcohol?
No.
I don't believe that for a second. Did you not see Warski?
No, seriously.
Did Warski not slaught lines off that whale? Off that whale's
If he did, I wasn't around to see it. Well, I certainly wasn't around the whale. I mean,
Godwinson, you have to remember, Coach went to bed early. Coach went to bed
you were in
early
the
at
room, right?
Knoxville.
You were in the room with the same
first night.
hotel bicycle that they were all riding upon, right?
What?
You were in the same room, were you not? While they were all having a go on the whale.
No way. I was not in the same room.
Did you hear noises? Did you hear Warski's noises?
No. The place was big enough that you could have some privacy if you wanted it. And him and the whale did their thing, and that's why I had a private room. I don't want to be witness to anything just disgusting.
Wait.
No.
From what I understood, you were sharing the room with Warski, and that's why he was so upset.
No, I had the room to myself. What are you talking about?
Okay, then why was Warski so pissed off? Like he was saying something to the effect of, "Oh, I had to split a room with Coach, and this is bullshit," or whatever.
Yeah, I thought it was because you were in the corner watching
No.
this whale.
No. If I'd been in the corner watching him harpoon the whale, first of all, I would not have participated because she's just grim. And secondly, I would have reported that. No. I would have filmed that.
That would have been the first Oscar-winning moment of your documentary. Coach.
Yeah,
Coach
the first
is
time
following
a
the
poor
cardinal
girl wins
rule.
an Oscar. Yeah.
What happens in Knoxville stays in Knoxville, according to Coach. So
No. What happens in Knoxville is reported if it's entertaining. No, nothing happened. Unfortunately, it was a real shame. You know,
Coach, can't you just make some shit up for people? Come on,
no,
please.
it was quite boring. That's the thing. It was quite boring. You know,
They all snorted coke from the whale's ass.
but I will tell you, I have come to the conclusion, and I don't care at this point. I have come to the conclusion that the Gunt and the whale definitely had some sort of sexual encounter. There's no doubt in my mind.
Whoa.
Oh, yeah.
Bombshell!
You need
Ladies
to
and
talk us
gentlemen, you
through-
heard it on This Week in Nectar first.
You need to talk us through this conclusion and how it's been reached.
Oh yeah, the timing. No, the timing. Okay, and the fact that he went to pick up a fan at the airport. Oh, fuck that. You know, in my interview with the whale with Pinecone, right? At the end of it, I started inching towards that to clarify that because I hadn't really noticed. It had never really occurred to me. Okay. And because I'm very naive, and I thought that Ethan would never do such a thing. But when it sort of like clicked in my head, wait, he went to pick her up at the airport. That's kind of fucking weird. I mean, like that's not something you do just for any old fan.
So, Coach,
right?
just a second. Are you suggesting that they had sex in the car then before they came to pick you and Wolski and the rest up?
I do not know if they had sex in the car or if they had sex in her hotel room, which he drove her to.
So my question is, do you think you sat in Ralph's ejaculate?
I hope not.
Wow. So, Coach, I mean, if you did sit in Ralph's ejaculate, how do you feel?
I feel used. I feel like one of those whores at the end of a session of bukkake or whatever the fuck. Yeah, I feel disgusted.
Did the car not smell like sort of musty and fishy and almost whale blubberish when you walked in?
Whale blubbery. That's a good. Now that I
Okay.
think about it, yeah, maybe that was the smell I was smelling. Ah,
See,
yeah.
now we're getting the truth about the smell, because I knew there was a smell, because not only did you have the Gunt, but you had this goddamn whale, and then you have Worski, who I imagine his hygiene isn't the best because he's a goddamn junkie. And so, like, I just imagine that hotel room just smelt like a fucking sleazy old seedy strip club, Like, fuck, man. I'm stressed for you, man. I don't know how you live.
I wonder how Andy feels knowing that he got Ethan's sloppy seconds.
That's savage, Coach. You're fucking full salve, buddy. Full
I
salve.
don't care. I don't have to worry because one of these two retards is going to try to kill the other, and they're both going to wind up in jail in the next 72 hours, 96 hours, something like that.
Coach,
yeah.
do you not fear the Gunt guard? Do you not fear them getting you, Coach? They're going to flag down your channel, Coach.
Well, they can do whatever the fuck they want. Little retards. The Ralpha males. Oh, good God. Ralpha males. Is there anything more gay than that? I mean, when I first heard it, I was like, oof. And I'm an old man. Okay, how cringy can that be if I as an old man cringe at that, right? Ralpha male.
When this is coming from, like, and look, how cringy it is we have a guy called PPP and we have a guy called Coach Red Pill, and we're both able to make fun of Ralpha male. That's how bad it is.
I mean, if Ralpha males are listening to the stream now, don't you feel embarrassed to have had that name? To have been the followers of a guy who just managed to fuck up everything up so completely? I mean, don't you feel like just ashamed that you're following such a man? It's a legitimate question because we all have people we admire. We all have people we respect, and sometimes those people we admire and respect, they sort of like fall. They fall. They fall from grace for whatever reasons, because of hubris, because of inherent flaws in their character, what have you, right? And we all feel like, oof, when our heroes fall, we feel ashamed and we feel angry. And so I ask Ralpha males, don't you feel ashamed and angry at how your hero has fallen in the last
I feel a little
week and
bit
a half,
of shame
2
as a former watcher.
There's
I
only
feel
one way Ralph can save the kill stream now. He needs to show his butthole live on air. It's the only choice.
Yes, if Ralph spreads his asshole in a mock imitation of my New Year's stream, then I will forgive everything he's ever done and I will actually kiss his gun. But I don't think it's happening.
PPP, when you showed your asshole, was that on stream.me?
Yeah.
All that
So
exists of the cheek spreading is a solitary screenshot. No one seems to have the full recording. But if someone wants to pass it on, it would be much appreciated.
We need to contact the owner of Stream.me and get that recording so we can clip it and share it far and wide.
This is the owner of Kiwi Farms, yeah?
Hi.
Do you not
For
feel
that
any
one stream,
empathy with StreamMe that they've been
Oh,
under
tremendously.
attack by hosting people who enable CP? I imagine you feel great affinity, right?
Wait, what?
Well, have you not considered ever shutting down Kiwi Farms for hosting people that enable CP?
For hosting people that enable CP?
Have you not ever considered shutting down your site because of that?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, all right. You're friends with Coach. You're going to ride the Trans-Siberian Express with Coach. Is this right?
Yeah, I think the plan is to meet up in Chernobyl and go to St. Petersburg, then to Moscow, then to Vladivostok, and then down to Beijing.
are
Just
you day
you and
drinking,
Coach.
Josh? I just want to ask, are you day drinking?
You're slowing your work.
I had 2 Belaruskis a couple hours ago, and I'm fine now.
Hours ago. Oh, I would have expected better. But no, you're doing good. You're doing good.
It's evening where we are, by the way.
Yeah,
Oh,
So do you and Coach, because Ukraine is quite a small country, right? Do you and Coach not like meet up and go for day trips or anything? Or?
It's huge.
Ukraine's
Ukraine
pretty
is
big.
a
Yeah.
large-
City, it's
It's
the
very-
largest country in Europe. It's larger than
No, but
France.
it's smaller than your native Chile, and it's smaller than Josh's native
Are you
America.
sure
right?
it's smaller than Chile?
It's
larger
pretty
than
fucking
Chile.
big. It's like the size of Brazil. It's a big country.
No, it's not the size of Brazil, but it's like it's about the same size. It's bigger than the UK.
It's like 13 hours from east to west if you drive. It's a substantially sized country.
All right, so Josh, what's your opinion on StreamMe going down?
People need to learn how to deal with crazy people, because otherwise you're not gonna be able to do anything on the internet in a while.
Have you learned that lesson, Josh?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Some people, like, I get angry fucking emails every day asking to take down something. You just say, go fuck yourself. Actually, don't even reply. Replying is the first mistake. If they hadn't have taken me down, like in January, if they had just ignored Vordrak, like nobody would have stepped up and fucked with the site after that.
Do you make money on the internet now, Josh, or have you completely given up all hope?
I don't make money off the Kiwi Farms, but I do contract work and stuff. Yeah.
Right, but you try to monetize Kiwi Farms, right?
It's hard to find a payment processor because people will go after that and shut it off.
Why?
But I'm gonna try again in a little bit.
Yeah, but why would they go after Kiwi Farms? Why would they go after the owner of Kiwi Farms trying to make a bit of shekels online?
Because they have a thread on the forum and they don't like me.
And you've never taken down that thread. have
Straight
you?
up.
No.
Why?
Because people can go fuck themselves.
Yeah, but if that was their attitude, then you just take down the thread and then it'll end, right? There's an element of sadomasochism at play.
There are opposing forces of go fuck yourself, and the strongest one is towards the people who want to threaten me and take down their shit.
Well, no, I did want to say you did ban, I believe, the Exceptional Detective, or what's his name, King of Pole.
I have
You're-
legally barred King of Pole from posting on my website because I can't fucking stand him.
So
I
what
don't
What do you
happened?
like
fucking
about
blame
King
you,
of Pole?
Josh.
Because he's
I
gonna
really
join
don't
us
fucking
soon.
blame you for fucking getting rid of King of Pole. I don't
So
blame you
what
one
do you
bit.
like about him? Because he's going to be joining us pretty soon, Josh.
No. I'm out. That's
Yeah,
not
me too.
happening.
No interest in dealing with Queen of Paws. Yeah.
Well, Josh, you're free speech.
I don't know. Like,
absolutist.
I just don't understand. Like, Godwinson, do you have a problem with Kiwi Farms? Like, do you hate the site? What's the issue?
No, he's a person there all the time.
Really?
Yeah, well,
Okay.
I was going
What's
to say,
your-
Josh,
Like, I don't
'cause you're-
understand. Like, why does everyone hate Josh? Like, what has Josh done? Like, since he's here, let's just confront him.
Yeah,
Like,
Josh.
what's
Why do you think everyone hates you?
Let's see. I sound weird. I fucked up the 8chan upgrade. A lot of people don't like me because of that.
Yeah, but it goes deeper than a funny voice in a lack of technical competence, doesn't it?
Fuck you, motherfucker. I
Yeah,
don't
and
know.
Garlinson has that issue of he'll misunderstand things and repeat it to you in ways that are deeply offensive, and he doesn't even realize it. It's kind of funny.
I've stopped trying to figure out why people don't like me. I have always had a very
you must read the thread about you, right? I mean, it's not something that needs to be figured out. It's something that needs to be read. Is that correct?
What? Why people don't like me? Well,
you must have come to some conclusion.
People lie about why they don't like me. And I'm not saying that's because I'm completely, a likable person and nobody has a valid reason not to like me. I think that people have a confirmation bias. Like they don't like me. They always think I don't like that guy. And then when they see something that they can use to back that up with, they'll cling to that. I've always had an alienating personality. I've always had people who just don't fucking like me. And I don't spend too much time thinking about it. Do people have criticism? I tend to read it and try to give people a chance when they raise an issue with me.
I need to know, Josh. Josh, I need to know. Is the thing about the pigs, is that real?
Yes. I left
Leo, just tell the audience about the pigs.
The pigs. I think I don't want to botch the retelling, so I'd want to hear your perspective, because if I say it, it won't be accurate. But were you really afraid of Jim Watkins feeding you to pigs?
Jim Watkins is, okay, for people who don't know, Jim Watkins owns 8chan, and he was responsible for funding 8chan when I was in the Philippines working on Infinity Next, which was the software replacement for Infinity, the current and extant software on 8chan.
He's a Freemason too. He's a Freemason. Just throwing that out there, but keep going.
When the project was officially over, I left the country within a week of that announcement. And people had joked, because in the IRC logs that were posted, I mentioned multiple times I did not trust Jim Watkins because he was a pig farmer and had pig farms in the Philippines. And they made many jokes at my expense regarding the pigs and being fed to pigs and all sorts of things. Completely not a joke. Jim Watkins had a horrifying bipolar disorder. He was aggressive. He was violent. When I first moved there, he was in court for bashing in somebody's windshield in a fit of road rage. He's a scary guy, and his very, very quiet, passive tone when he's on streams and stuff, completely affront. Don't fucking trust that guy. Get the fuck out. Like, I'm not going to sit there around this motherfucker with a pig farm when he's
how much of this is
Josh, you didn't think it was like
part? How much of this is mere fantasy on your part, Josh?
Mere fantasy? Not at all. Well, what part could possibly...
You honestly think that him kidnapping you, I assume, and then taking you to his pig farm and then feeding you to his pigs is a reality?
It is a non-zero chance. Yes. And not something like living in the Philippines was not important enough to me where it's like, yeah, I'm gonna stay here where this fucking pig fucker knows where I'm at when he's pissed off at me. Like, I'm just gonna go home.
I knew there was something more to this story. You didn't actually believe he was gonna reenact Hannibal, right? I was like, just making sure.
No, he was gonna reenact Clutch. Or Catch, or whatever.
You guys are acting as though shit like that never happens in real life. Like, that shit does happen. Now, would he announce ahead of time he was going to do it? Probably not. But I can see why somebody would fear getting killed and fed to fucking pigs, because that's how you dispose of dead fucking bodies.
No, in the middle of the Philippines? Yeah, fuck that.
Oh, Josh,
fuck that shit.
Are you in the Ukraine because you're hiding from this pig man?
For simplicity's sake, yes. Let's just go.
So do you hear
Josh, don't give him the simplicity out, because he'll just run with this and parrot it. You have to be more nuanced and
do it. That's the funniest shit. Yes, I'm hiding in the Ukraine from a pig farm.
No, Josh, I know you're smarter than that, and I know Jim Watkins is a Mason, and like, I'm fully aware that he's a sketchy dude. I've seen the video interviews with him. It's a front, right? We don't have enough computers to keep logging everyone what they do on 8chan, right? Sure. Like, I get you. I just wanted to make sure you don't think it's going to be Hannibal. So I just wanted more nuance to that joke.
No. It's a body disposal thing. You get 16 pigs, you starve them for a couple days, you pull out the teeth because they're not good for the piggy's digestive system, you get rid of the body. Nobody will ever find it.
Damn. Learning some pro hacks. Life hacks right here on stream.
This is great. I hadn't quite realized this. prior to this
Because
conversation.
I have no idea who Josh is. Like, I had no idea that he owned Kiwi Farms. I have no idea anything about him or any of this shit.
There's bound
just
to be a
from-
thread about you on there, PPP. Surely to God, is there a thread about PPP on Kiwi Farms, Josh?
I don't think so. I think all the the IBS drama is mostly confined to Cal.
I mean, Coach has got his own thread, hasn't he? That's where he was doxxed.
Yeah, by King of Pole as a part of a op by somebody.
King of Pole wanted desperately to be your friend, Josh. I saw the email he sent you.
He tried his very best to be your best mate.
He sent an essay to you saying like, "Oh, I love being in the what is it, movie nights together. I'm sorry, I've been making multiple accounts. Anything for you, Josh." And you banned him.
Even I didn't get an essay, Josh. Even I haven't received a long page.
Are you guys trying to make me friends?
Let him back on the site. Yes, you should unban him and let him back.
He was
on
one
the
of your
site.
best
Okay, well, fine, motherfucker. I'll do it right now. Hold up, I'm gonna unban.
Okay, so the problem is we're upset about how Josh runs Kiwi Farms, or do you guys just hate that he created it in the first place?
I got
I've
nothing
this
against
sort of
Josh.
thought, and I've held this opinion forever. Josh is fine. I like his streams. He's often played by content, especially during that K's Good Cooking, Leah's Cool One stream, which I thought was keynote.
I forgot you're the fucking guy who made that montage with Leah's Cool. That was fucking brilliant. That was genuinely amazing.
Yeah, I know. But
yeah,
like I say, I think you're best when you do those sorts of things. And I think personally you should step away from being the owner of Kiwi Farms. You should pass it on to people who aren't going to be compromised the way that you have been.
Compromised how?
Would you say you've not been compromised? You've got people threatening to feed you to their pigs, and you're living in Ukraine.
Yeah, I'm the least compromised person in the world. Who is less compromised than I am?
Well, Josh, you said that you do.
Pass it on to
Josh, you said you do contract work. Is Kiwi Farms on your resume when you're applying for it?
If I were to apply, no. Okay, look, I have like fake names and fake companies in different countries and shit. Like,
whoa, is that illegal? That's illegal.
Yes. Right? Oh no, because my company, look, my doing business
I didn't even
name.
think Red Pill would do that.
No. Let's say that I'm gonna do business with a name like Ethan Ralph. I would just make a company in, I don't know, Nicaragua, and I would be like Super Duper Developer LLC, and then I would make a business name Ethan Ralph, and then I could legally advertise myself as Ethan Ralph because that's my doing business as name, and it's completely legal. Don't worry about it.
Wow, this is it's a good thing we're not live or anything, and everything we're saying isn't being auto transcribed. And,
what are you gonna do? What are you gonna go? You're gonna go look for my doing business as name in motherfucking
Ethan Ralph? Yeah.
Okay,
I'm gonna look
find it. You find
Ethan
it,
Ralph in Nicaragua.
This is very interesting. I'm enjoying it a lot. This seems to be
PPP. We haven't brought PPP into this discussion yet, actually. Gosh, Josh, thoughts on PPP? You're aware of him. I've seen you in his comments.
I'm more intimately aware of PPP than I am of most people in my life.
I appreciate that, Josh.
How stared into that arsehole?
I can't avoid it. Why? Yeah. Why is it so pink? It's like
it's so pink. It's so pink.
It's
and you just have to
like
stare into it.
Stars. I don't understand.
I think once you show your asshole, it's very hard to go after someone because it's like, what can you do to make them look bad?
That's why I did it. It makes the most sense in the world. Unless, somebody sodomizes me live, I don't think you can get any worse than that. So
that's why the first thing I said when I came in here is that if Ethan Ralph wants to save the kill stream, he must show the anus. Because then,
show the gun.
He's already showed that. And he's the bend over this time. And then, YouTube comes at him and is like, hey, we got some issues with your content. Just reply with the butthole. What the fuck are they going to do? They can't ban you. They've seen your asshole.
If he shows his asshole, I still don't think it would overshadow the guns. Because the gunt has...
Look, if we're doing a comparison between PPP's arsehole and the gunt wins out every time as the most disgusting thing I've ever witnessed.
Really?
The grizzled flesh. Just the grizzled flesh. That's what it is. The cysts.
Because people call it the gunt versus the gape. That's the most common, and I think the best description I've heard: the gunt versus the gape. And Godwinson sides with the gunt as being more powerfully disgusting and shocking, eh?
Well, actually, my screensaver on my MacBook is you being gunted, your arsehole gaped being gunted.
Wow. So you look at it every day. You look at my gaping
out.
asshole every day.
Check it out. Ethan Ralph is responding. He says, Coach Red Pill is a snake who bragged about cheating on his pregnant wife. I never said such a thing.
Hey, I mean, this is true, right, Coach? Did you
No,
brag
it's
about
not,
cheating
actually.
on your pregnant Ukrainian wife?
No, that's not. Let
What's
that
the-
sink in
what's
when
the
you
truth
hear
in
him
that
talking
story, then?
bullshit. What?
What's the truth in that story? Why would he say that?
Oh, because like for a while I had a girlfriend, but my wife wasn't pregnant at the time.
Wait, what? You had a girlfriend while your wife was pregnant?
No, you misunderstand deliberately. Again, see, you're an English major,
I'm digging,
right?
Coach. I'm digging, Coach.
No, I said I have had a girlfriend, but my wife was not pregnant at the time that I had a girlfriend. So anyway,
I don't know. You're playing with semantics here. So what? You had a
No,
wife
I'm
and girlfriend
not. It's
simultaneously,
very
or
clear.
your wife and your girlfriend?
it doesn't
Two
really
separate-
matter. You're missing the wider point.
No,
Ethan
are your
Ralph
wife
is-
and your girlfriend two separate entities, Coach?
I beg your pardon?
So are your wife and your girlfriend, are they two separate entities or are they the same person?
They are two separate entities. Yes.
So your wife was pregnant.
No.
Your girlfriend was pregnant.
No.
But you held a wife and a girlfriend at the same time.
Yes, because a wife can be not pregnant during the period that she is your wife. Does that make any sense, or is that too difficult a concept for you to
Were
understand?
you separated from your wife while you were with this girlfriend, or divorced,
No.
or were you cheating on her, as Ralph was saying?
The way I handle my personal life is my business, right? And as to your bourgeois morality, that's your business, not mine.
Coach,
So
Coach,
don't-
the record.
Hey,
Look,
Coach,
if Coach wants to, if his wife is aware that he has a mistress, I don't really see anything wrong with that.
I'm just trying to establish whether Ralph is in fact right.
He's wrong. So that's that. But look, it's really funny.
What
because,
else has Ralph said?
Ethan is
I mean, I can't see
freaking
the-
out because he knows what I said is true.
What
And
else have you
here's
said,
another
Coach?
thing. Ethan, I'll tell you. See, the fact that you are distancing yourself from Kirsten as you get closer to Andy is going to play against you because she's going to feel neglected, and eventually she's going to spill the beans about what happened between you and her. So if you're smart, you're going to go and suck up to her so she keeps her mouth shut. That's a fact.
So, Coach, when you made that video, never badmouth a lay, you were actually talking about Ralph, not Andy.
Disavow!
Because you wanted to save his crumbling marriage with Nora, right?
Disavow!
Wow. Blown the fuck out, folks. Blown the fuck out.
So what else did Ralph say? Has he just said that you've been cheating on your wife?
Let me see. I'm looking at his thing now.
Is Ralph in the chat? I think Ralph's in the chat. He said, Coach abortion pill. That's
Oh, poor
So
bastard.
what's this? Is there an abortion thing around you, Coach? What's going on?
No.
Did you pressure some hoe to have an abortion? What?
Nope. Never have. That's just Queen of Paws or Ethan Ralph spreading bullshit rumors.
All right. So has he said nothing else? Is he just simply attacking you? Because
Yeah.
I mean, Ralph should really be attacking PPP. PPP's called him a pedo. PPP's really gone for him, right? Would you agree, PPP? You've really gone for
Oh
him.
yeah, I mean, I've been attacking Ralph, I think, harder than anyone in the
Yeah,
world.
you have. You
Now,
win that.
a lot
over
of the
him.
attacks have been somewhat facetious. I mean, the twisted mind of Ethan Ralph. I mean, if people take that seriously, I think they're kind of retarded.
That's where you witnessed Ethan Ralph raping a man behind an Arby's.
Well, I've heard that is the case. I've heard that it may very well be that Ethan did rape a man behind an Arby's. He was also the prime suspect, as we all know, in the Memphis Bum Alley rapist case. And he also was responsible for, the suspected genital mutilation of 14 puppies and kittens. And
Truly his
Oh, bastard.
yes, and now, Coach, can you confirm, because we had a private conversation about this, you had told me that he actually froze the genitalia of the animals and he would suck on them during nocturnal. Is this true?
You
I
fucking
disavow.
bastard.
Yeah.
It was a private conversation. I disavow. Disavow.
It was a private conversation. We can't bring that up. Disavowed. Yeah.
Well, PPP, something you talked publicly was about how Ethan's mom was, and I quote, a squirter. You said that you had sex with Ethan Ralph's mom, and that you don't like it when Ethan doesn't like it when people talk about this, but you just did it. You said it out to everyone in a YouTube video.
Well, it was my confession. There were a lot of guys on Discord. They were pressuring me. They were running gay ops, and I didn't want to admit to it. I'm really ashamed of it, and I most of the time, like, when I think about it, I cry myself to sleep that I harpooned that whale. But the truth is, I fucked Ethan Ralph's mom, and she did call me daddy.
You heard it here first, folks.
It's tough to say, guys.
Well,
Like,
I mean,
I don't know.
you
It's
really
not.
want
I don't
to
take
fight.
any pride in it.
PvP, you really want to fight Ethan Ralph bare chested in the
Yes.
street, don't you?
Yeah, I do. If we could arrange for me to fight Ethan under any rule set, I would fight Ethan.
Yeah.
I
It'd
want
be
that
great.
to happen.
I want to
I
get
would
agreement
fly
that
back
you
to
will-
the U.S. to see this. I'm just putting my money where my mouth is. I
Hey,
would
look,
pay
great.
money to
We'll all
see it.
fly out. We'll all meet up. Coach will record it all for a Kino documentary. Josh
That will never
can
come out.
make a thread on it. And so
You know,
look,
the worst
Coach,
part-
Coach,
you know,
there's
the
a
worst part, all
question.
kidding aside. You know, the documentary, which I was cutting,
Yeah,
it was
a
coming
fight in
out
Knoxville.
it was
Coming
really
forward.
coming out beautifully, you know? Like I had the climactic scene was already cut. That was the first thing I cut,
climactic scene was the climactic scene Warski fucking the whale.
No, it was him giving that speech, right? Which is very good speech. And I had it from a number of angles. And
Yeah,
I
he
cut
didn't
between
stutter
them.
once, did he?
Yeah, and it came out really beautifully. You know, I had this great heroic shot.
Whoa!
It just
Ralph's
looked-
writing, he told me he had his girlfriend abort his baby. Did he tell you that? Did you tell him that in confidence or what? Is he
What?
making this up? Who would say that about him?
Wow.
What?
This
Who
is
said
really
that?
bad. Is this
Who
true?
said what?
So
Repeat,
Yeah.
please.
Ralph is saying in the chat that you privately confided in him during Knoxville.
No,
Your
that's
girlfriend
not true.
abort your baby.
No, that's not true. That's a total lie. No, that's absolutely not true.
Why would he say that?
Well, because he's trying to get back at me, fool. What do you think? Come on.
Yeah, of course. His
I don't know,
motivation is pretty
Coach.
clear.
You're sounding kind of nervous. I don't
No.
know. It seems very
No.
specific to make up.
The
I know.
nervous laughter. The nervous laughter, folks.
Smug chuckle. Smug
Coach, I
chuckle.
want to ask you a
Smug
question,
chuckle.
and you can answer it or not. It's not going to be an offensive question, so
Okay.
just prepare yourself.
Shoot.
There's a photo of you about sort of pre-beard, pre-Ukraine, where you take a selfie with yourself, but you make out over Twitter that it's a picture with your girlfriend or from your
Yes,
girlfriend.
yes, I know what you're
But
referring
you can
to.
see in the reflection of your
It's
sunglasses.
incredibly
that it's
embarrassing,
you holding
yes.
the camera.
Yes.
So you like to answer that question?
Oh, sure. Because I was with my girlfriend, my then girlfriend at the time.
Which
and
one?
I did. To tell you the truth, I forgot her name.
Is this the aborted one or?
No. This was like in 2012. No, wait. No, 2011. It must have been 2011. And it was the girl that I was seeing right before I met my now wife. So anyway, we took a bunch of pictures, and I just picked the one that I thought was coolest. And I hadn't realized that was
you
the
took
one
that
that I.
picture of yourself, though, didn't you?
Yes, I know, because that she and I had been taking pictures of me with my new sunglasses, and it took like several, and that was the one that I had taken of myself, and I hadn't realized it. And of course, if I'd realized it, I wouldn't have said what I'd written. But yeah, it's embarrassing, but so what?
Okay.
Yeah, that was a great answer, Coach. There was a story there. There was a justification for the autism. I thought it was perfect.
No, it was a mistake on my part, because if I'd realized that it was the one that I'd taken as opposed to one of the ones that she had taken, then I would have said so. I just didn't notice it. It wasn't like yeah, and of course it makes me look like a retard. It makes me look like an incel faking a girlfriend. But, you know, we all make mistakes, and it was trivial. It means nothing. What can I say?
Wow. I wholeheartedly avow you, Coach, in light of these statements. I think you've cleared your name completely. And I think, Godwinson, are you willing to apologize to Coach?
I'm not going to apologize for
No,
asking
he-
the question,
he
but I will
actually
confirm that
apologized.
he has cleared his name.
He asked a
Well, I did-
legitimate question. It's perfect.
I did want the audience to be the judge, so I've posted a Amiguar link to it in case the audience would like to see. But that was a fair explanation. Just wanted them to see.
Does
Fuck,
anyone
I
have does anyone have the image to hand?
Oh yes, I do. I posted the
Can you
Amiguar
screen
link.
share that, Leo?
Screen sharing? I'm
Oh,
using
boy.
what is it? I'm using
Oof,
Iridium. I can't screen share.
Godwinson really wants to try to like embarrass me some. That's fine.
No, it's
He's
not
like-
embarrassing. I just want the audience to make up that. We've all made
He's
up our minds that
fucking
you
wiping you out, Coach. You're getting fucking blown the fuck out this stream. Your career is over.
It's
Godwinson
over. I know. It's all over for me.
You're getting pinned down, Coach.
Oh,
They're
wait.
getting you.
There are like new tweets from Ethan Ralph. What's he saying?
There are new. Is he actually watching?
He's
this
watching
stream?
this.
I don't-
Oh,
He
he's
is.
watching
He's
this.
watching it live.
I told you, the punished Ralph in the chat's the real guy. Just,
Yeah, it is. He
just letting
showed
you
up in
know.
my comment section. That's how I knew he was the real Ethan. It's fucked.
Yes, I saw that. You guys had. an
Oh yeah,
argument
he's
about
like
something.
totally trying to shit on me. I don't care.
But why is he going after just you and not PPP, the guy who
Because
said
he's a
that he witnessed him
pussy. He's a faggot.
beheading
And I
puppies?
said so. And
The reason is obvious.
And
The
I'm
reason
sick
is
and tired of
obvious.
This fucking faggot. This fucking cowardly faggot who didn't have the balls to stand up for people who were behind him. He's a fucking faggot who waits around to figure out who's going to be like the big thing and then sides with them. That's how he operates. He's a.
This is quite a hot take. I like this, Coach. I like
I
this.
beg
Is
your pardon?
He's
I think-
saying it's a hot take and he's really fucking amused by it. Honestly, the reason that he doesn't attack me is pretty obvious. It's because he looks fucking bad to attack a smaller YouTuber who's basically a nobody. And honestly, like showing up in my comments, like he's an idiot. He makes himself look like a moron. There's no need to attack somebody like me. Like there's maybe 200-300 people who watch my shit. So it makes him look bad, but he attacks Coach because Coach has a big audience that he can leech off of, and it makes him look like he's punching up instead of down. Straight up.
Josh, we've not asked your opinions on Ralph. Well, go on, go ahead.
Yeah, you trying to throw me in there? Trying to nudge me?
Hey, we're all giving hot takes on Ralph, on Ethan Ralph.
I think he's really stressed out because of the obvious reasons, and if I was him, I would not make a public appearance because it might not be the best headspace to be making public appearances.
It's quite sensible advice, to be honest.
The only funny thing Ethan Ralph did was seeing Brianna Wu in person and making them freak out, causing him to leave. But
That is
other
pretty
than
fucking
that,
funny.
yeah, that video is still online, and I think he's fatter then than he is now. He constantly fluctuates.
He
He's certainly
lost a lot
lost.
of weight while he was in jail, right? He lost a lot of weight while he was in prison.
Yeah, because
Yes.
he didn't have any alcohol.
He
Yeah.
humbled himself when he came out of jail. And I really think another sentence, or I don't know how much worse it would be.
Another couple of years will do him some good. Is that what you're saying?
And he's gonna help him out. Don't worry. we're gonna realign this.
I don't know if
genuinely think, though, that Ethan really does need to be institutionalized. It's clear he has no self-control, and he does need the system to correct him a little bit. And I think it'll be a good thing for him to go in for another couple years, come out. He might be a changed man. And
Or a changed woman.
yeah,
Would
well,
anyone in this stream object to Ralph coming on?
Oh no, that would be amusing.
No.
Let
now
him
let me
on.
say this. Now let me say this, because Ethan does deserve a little bit of credit. His streams were funny at one time. I did want
Yeah.
to say that before
I've
we
always
did
said
shit
that.
on it.
I've always said he was king of the IBS Mountain last year, but for some reason, ever since Sargon's been deplatformed, perhaps it's the Gunt, but he seems to have really, really gone off the deep end.
Yeah. So let him spurg out live here. This would be fun.
Sure.
I mean,
No, I
it
don't.
would get to. I think it would get to anyone's head. He came out of prison completely forgotten and rose to the top of IBS with endorsements from PewDiePie, Keemstar, in just a span of a few months. Right, that would get to anyone's head. And now it's just as quickly as he rose, crashing.
Yeah.
Stream.me is.
With Andy Worski. Oh God, that's gonna be fucking suicidal.
We'll find out. I mean, if Ralph comes on, we'll talk to him. I think we have everybody here who's kind of relevant, I think, in IBS right now, other than Ralph. So
None of us are relevant.
I'm not relevant. No way. What the fuck?
Yeah.
What's up, 3P?
I don't know. I think I'm irrelevant. I think the other people in this call have some level of relevance. I think Josh and Godwinson and Coach all have a level of relevance, and Leo Pirate as well. I don't know.
Such a flatterer.
Well, I just think it's the reality in this particular community. I don't mean in the real world. I mean in IBS. These are some of the big names. So
The IBS community. Is that what we're talking about right now? Oh, okay. Oh man,
Yeah.
that term alone is making me shake, but it's
I was
it's
gonna
real.
ask, why did you say that? You're hurting me.
It's real.
You called me the most influential person under 1,000 subs,
It's
Josh.
true,
So
you are.
you did this.
There are porn stars. There are beautiful women out there who have done porn, who have received less viewers. Fewer people have seen their asshole than have seen yours.
Oh, shots fired. Leo, shots fired. Ralph is saying you're not relevant.
Oof. Oh, damn.
Oof.
Oh man.
I don't know how he's gonna. I don't know how we're gonna survive this.
Leo,
devastating.
Leo, you've got backstory with Ralph, haven't you? It goes back to the Gamergate, right?
I don't want to bring it up. It's so bad.
I've brought it up. Let's go.
Godwinson, I want to forget about the 9/11 of the internet. You keep bringing it back up, but if you must know,
what happened between you and Ralph during Gamergate?
All you need to know is he was just kind of going off what CRP had mentioned earlier, how Ralph tries to go with anything that's popular. He latched onto Gamergate, started making articles about it in the most, just the worst way possible, taking anything that people found on anonymous image boards and being the first one to leak it, right, make it big. And he was just really inflammatory and really possessive about his stories. And when I had done this video about a tranny pedophile known as Sarah Butts, he had leaked incorrect information about this tranny that made people question my videos. So I was kind of angry at him about it. We talked about it, and I had this video unlisted about him and I fighting, but for some reason now it's got a lot of traction. People keep bringing up. But Ralph, if you're in the chat right now, I agree with your assessment. I'm not relevant in 2019 because I've never been relevant. I don't care. I don't want to make money off YouTube. I don't have an AdSense. I've never had a Patreon, never had to wait for people to accept money. But you, on the other hand, you built your entire life around this. So good luck with the future, buddy.
I want to make one point clear. Ethan Ralph has actually donated to the People's Populist Press. The amount
he's your own pay piggy, right?
He is my actual pay piggy, and he donated $1 on Stream Me. And not only that, but Stream Me itself pay pigged PPP because I got $25 off the one stream. It was so massive. It was so massive. My one and only stream actually put me on the leaderboard for showing my asshole. So I think that's a huge win. I've so far used that money to, just enlarge my gunt. I've been getting a lot of energy drinks.
Did you not go down to that flag shop and buy an Israeli flag to burn for us?
Look, Godwinson, you need to calm down about the flag burning. Once you burn an Israeli flag, Godwinson, we can talk about me burning one. But you need to lead the way.
I follow my idols.
Godwinson, lead, follow, or get out of the way, Godwinson. That's all I got to say.
Ralph, if you're watching right now, I sent you the link in Twitter DM. Just throwing that out there.
Okay, great. Yeah, you're the only one of us that has Twitter, right? I mean, Coach, you've been deplatformed, haven't you, from Twitter?
Yes.
No, he's there. He's there.
So Coach is deplatformed?
Officially, I'm deplatformed, yes.
Oh, do you run a gay op to Twitter then?
I don't know, but some random guy pretends to be me, and he has a private account, and he keeps in touch with people. But other than that, I don't know, and disavow.
Why would they deplatform you from Twitter? What did you write? Did you write "kill all the women" and reveal your true thoughts?
Oh no, I think I made fun of what's his face, the one with the pederasty tattoo under his arm, Jeff Holiday. I made fun of Jeff Holiday.
Oh, Jeff. Meth Holiday, God.
Meth Holiday, yeah.
Yeah, all jokes aside,
how far everyone in this stream sinks, they'll never sink as low as Meth Holiday.
I will say it's a little concerning, that tattoo. Like, I don't know what it means. What did he mean by this? The what is it? Spiral triangle.
The spiral triangle. There's no other meaning for it. Okay, it's as simple as that. The guy's into creepy shit. I mean, come on. Who are we kidding? Just look at the guy.
I agree. All you have to do is look at that creepy, cracked out fucking weirdo. You know, it's obvious that he does like hard drugs. You know, he just holds no steady job and is just a worthless drain on society. And again, like Ethan Ralph, he needs a little bit of time in a correctional facility to correct his behavior. We need to put these people on timeout, and when they're ready to interact with other civilized humans, they can come out of the cell. That's what I believe.
Yeah.
Well, Jeff Holiday, he kind of reminds me of the gay baby between Tim Burton and Johnny Depp. Like if they could both cross,
but
that would
not
be
so attractive. Not attractive.
But Meth Holiday, yeah, people in chat. And by the way, I posted that video. People in chat were asking for that whole discussion I had with Ralph. I can't post links, but I posted the watch URL if you're interested. But anyway.
I don't know. I don't think this is a winnable situation for Ethan if he was to show up on this stream, so he's not going to fucking show up. He's fucked. What's going to happen?
I think Ralph could show up and win hands down. I don't think go toe to toe with PPP. That's my night sorted if that happens.
It's already happened. We had an interaction one time. He just kept telling me to kill myself.
YouTube comments is different to a.
Oh yeah, I heard that recording of him like yelling at dispatch, and, like just screaming.
Yeah, I was in the stream for that. That was fantastic. Although I have to say that the host, Cognificent or whatever his name is, completely let the side down by siding with Ralph. He should have remained neutral at best.
Oh, fuck. The thing is, all Ethan does is just scream over fucking people. That's all he does. That's all he can do. He's going to come on.
It was you've got to give him that. It was entertaining.
The stream with Dispatch? The stream with Dispatch you found entertaining.
The 30 seconds where he's screaming at Dispatch was quite funny.
Look, I watched that shit live, and do you know how fucking awful it was? You had a bunch of high-pitched retards screaming with the gayest voices I've ever fucking heard, even gayer than my voice, and then a bunch of beta males just circle jerking about a bunch of irrelevant shit that no one cares about. It was fucking garbage. Anyone who watched it and found it entertaining, I think, is a retard.
I think you're talking about a different Dispatch versus Ralph stream. I'm talking about the one that happened a couple of days ago with Cock.
Oh, I don't know. I didn't fucking see that one. There was another
PPP.
one.
No, yeah, PPP. It's the one where he went like la, la, la.
Yeah, you would know what it was because he was literally screaming at the top.
What had happened was he'd clearly been watching the Alex Jones clip where he's appeared on Joe Rogan recently, and he thought he could channel that energy, and that's came to the fore and took over his body.
The only person that I know of who'd be able to channel that level of energy is myself. I can get to that Alex Jones level. Most fucking people can't because they haven't
cut a promo now, right? Fire and brimstone.
Godwinson, let me tell you something about the goddamn fucking globalists. They're fucking poisoning the water to turn the goddamn fucking frogs gay. And let me tell you this, Ethan Ralph, that goddamn cock-sucking pussy faggot motherfucker, molesting the goddamn children with the satanic pedophiles. God damn it, I'm tired of having to bow down to these goddamn globalist cock-sucking pigs. Fuck, it's bullshit. How about that?
You know what, PPP? If you were my girlfriend, I wouldn't instruct you to abort my baby.
It was close. I don't think I got to, honestly, Alex's level, but I don't know. I tried.
All right. It doesn't look like Ralph's going to come on. And
let me get this straight because I missed it in the chat and I can't seem to find it now. Ethan Ralph actually said that I had told him that I convinced some chick in a private conversation with him. I convinced some chick to abort my child. He said
not just some chick, your girlfriend.
Really? Well, that's a flat out lie. And so that goes to show what kind of a guy he is. He's a bigger cocksucker than I thought. Yeah,
so I don't think he's coming on. You definitely DM'd him, Leo.
Whatever.
All right.
Yeah, I'll DM him.
Ralph has me on Discord. If you really want to
running for an hour, I think, or just over. So I will end the stream.
Wait. I'm DMing him the Hangout link right the fuck now.
All right, cool.
You know? So yeah, I mean, Ethan, you said a complete and utter lie, claiming that in a private conversation, I told you that I had convinced some girlfriend to have an abortion, which is just totally not true. I mean, never even remotely had a conversation about my personal private life. No way.
I don't know, Coach.
No, I'm saying this too.
You're on stream in a coffee shop, and they're asking you about, your wife or girlfriend of the time now, and their remarks by you are. Are you saying that she's half your age or less than that?
It doesn't matter. The thing is, I never ever said anything remotely like that. Ethan Ralph is lying his ass off. What a fucking piece of shit. So I personally am inviting him to be on this stream so I can tell him what a lying piece of shit he is. Good God, oh man, I think even less of the gunster, of the gunt fucker, you know? Oh God, man.
Coach, we've spoken in private, right? And you hold a candle for Nora. You think she's a good girl. You think she needs to get out of this relationship with.
Well, no, that's what do I think? It's irrelevant what I think of her relationship with the guy. What I think is that I think it's really fucking suspicious that he went and picked up Andy's girlfriend at the fucking airport, and I think that he is just something happened there.
Really?
Yeah,
he gave her a ride from the airport
to her hotel. Yeah, they had lunch, and then.
But I mean,
what? It's weird.
You're gonna say no. It's not.
Yes, it is.
I've given like when I was in Destin and I worked with people at like a burger joint when I was 18, 17, I gave rides to them because I had a car and they didn't. It's just something you got to do every so often.
It's just, you have to think of it this way. He has a wife who's, far away, and it is kind of, at least in olden times, weird to be alone with a woman other than your wife. You really shouldn't do that. Mike Pence says not to do that.
He's right.
That's true.
And he's right, because there's always going to be a question about what happens. You were alone with a woman other than your wife. So there is something to that, but I see what Josh is saying. Like, I've done that, but I'm not married, so it is what it is.
Well, I sent him the invite.
I don't think Ralph's going to show up, guys.
Yeah, Godwin.
I don't think so either.
I sent him the link 8 minutes ago, but his Twitter has
I sent him
2 minutes ago activity. Yeah. So
yeah, I sent it to him 2 minutes ago. He doesn't want to show up.
The only way it would work is if we were all to just say, okay, it's going to be Coach versus Ralph, and we weren't going to jump in on him, because it is a fucking snake pit for Ralph to come into. He's going to get fucked if he comes on the stream. Straight up. He's a big pussy. So.
All right. Well, I think we've been running for an hour, and my rule for this week in Nectar was always to cap it. So thank you for all joining me. Whoever's here. Thanks. Happy birthday, Coach. And
yeah, I actually.
What's next?
I had a really pretty nice birthday party. Yes.
You have a PPP celebrating.
No.
Because PPP. What's next for you in the upload schedule?
Well, I think what we have to do is we're going to do a live stream every day at 10:05 to cripple the Ralph Retorts audience. Is what we're going to do. So I'm going to be streaming every day at 10:05. Hopefully I can find a co-host, so it's not just
your co-host is right here, is he not? Coach Redpill, you've been looking for a co-host?
I don't know if that's necessarily the genre.
No. Thank you. Much appreciated, but no thank you.
Godwinson was trying to hook you up, Coach. He was trying to get you hooked up to the next rising star.
I'll tell the truth. For a while I was toying with the idea. It seemed very attractive, right? And I talked to Godwinson about it, and he very wisely said that I should, have nothing to do with such a thing. And here you are, right? Well, no, because shooting the shit about an ongoing scandal, the end of Stream Me and the collapse of several names who were on it, that's like commenting on the news. It's commenting on a dumpster fire. Having like a show every day, fuck that. No, you were right. Yeah.
It was even my show.
Come on, why not? I mean, that's it's just so much fun to talk about this shit. You know what I'm saying?
So, Josh, PPP's co-host? Question mark?
Oh, geez. I don't know if I can commit to that.
I think that PPP and Godwinson and Leo the Pirate make an excellent team. Yeah, I'm really I look forward to your This Week in Nectars. Yeah, they're really good. I really enjoy them. And I'm not sucking your dick. I mean, I mean that sincerely.
Well, Coach, it's only as good as the nectar that is provided. So
exactly.
Go on.
Good answer. Very politic. Smooth. I like that. Yeah.
It's fucking sweet.
I'm ending the stream. Right. Bye, fellow.
Only the 20th time he said it. Only the 20th